innovation.
President Bio, why now? I mean, what is it about the state of the world and where Sierra Leone is at this very moment that makes you believe that focusing on human development is the right path to take?
Like I said earlier, the human resource is the most important resource that we have in the world. And any attempt to embark on development without first going back to the human resource will never work. All the countries in the world that have advanced in the past couple of years, from the examples we saw, are countries that are investing and continue to invest on human resource. I believe that through technology, again, I want to say thank you to David, who accepted my invitation to go back home from IBM. I had to find special words to convince him to go back to one of the poorest countries. But I challenged him, and that is the challenge I want to throw to the world. Yes, we are one of the least developed countries in the world, but I believe that we can move and catch up with the rest of the world within a very short time if we use technology. As you were saying, Bill, the education project, which is my flagship project for the government, what I want to do is to really, already have declared a free education, but I want to make this free education from primary school to secondary school not only free or accessible, but also quality that is competitive around the world. How can I use technology to deliver tuition, quality or world standard tuition to the last village in Sierra Leone? We have started the process, but we need the technological infrastructure to be able to deliver quality. I believe that the last boy or girl in the village getting the same quality tuition like those in the United States can perform very well. I believe in that, and that is why I, from a very poor home, that is how I got to sit by you. And I believe that we can move a lot of other people. Why free education? People are so poor that they cannot afford up to $20 a year to pay for their kids. So a lot of kids are dropping out of school. We do not have the wherewithal, but I have challenged the nation, and we have started the process. This year, every child going to a government-assisted school is doing so freely, and we are providing not only tuition, but also textbooks, uniforms, and providing nutrition so that that can keep them in school. So I truly believe that we can do the quantum leap to catch up with all of you if we use technology as a tool, and that is why I established first the Directorate of Science, Technology, and Innovation. We want to innovate Sierra Leone to catch up with the rest of the world, so that we can be part of the world community.
Thank you. Bill, you get the last question. How do you want people to respond to what they hear today? Now, there are lots of people who are in the room, and many young people who are viewing this live globally, watching this session. What do you want them to do now? How do you want them to respond?
Well, this week is a special week in the year where we really do focus on these broad goals and where we look at what the challenges are. I think in response to that, people going and visiting, going to Sierra Leone, seeing what's there, thinking about their personal capabilities, their institution's capabilities, say their university or their hospital, can they be paired up with an institution in Africa to spread those best practices? For people who are lucky to have a great education, the idea of doing like you're doing, going back, diving in, helping out, modernizing the system, seeing new opportunity. And that's the type of engagement we need, and we need it on a very big scale. I do believe that innovation is key here, but only if that innovation focuses on this big gap. The numbers look very, very daunting, but we need to engage ourselves and surprise the world on the progress we make.
You've heard it, people. Thank you, President Bio. I look forward to working with you to truly make Sierra Leone an example to the world of how innovation can help us achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. And Bill, thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Thank you.